name is Kat, and today I'm doing the Nintendo book tag. So this tag was created by Sam over at Novels and Nonsense, and I was tagged by 3 people, Ben, Arthur, and Kristen. So I will link all of those channels down below. And for this tag, I have here 12 questions that combine Nintendo with books. And these are 2 things that I loved, so together it's gonna be awesome. Let's do this. Question 1, NES. What is a classic that you want to read? For this one, I'm going with Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, which I've been meaning to read for so long, and I was supposed to read this for my TBR jar challenge back in April, I think it was, and I didn't, and I still feel bad about that, so Pride and Prejudice is still at the top of my TBR. I am going to read it, hopefully soon. Question 2, Super Nintendo. What was a sequel you liked better than the first? And for this one, I'm going with Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. Now, Clockwork Princess is my favorite in the series, and I think out of all of Cassandra Clare's books, but with the Infernal Devices specifically, I feel like every book just got better and better. So while Clockwork Angel was great, I think Clockwork Prince was greater, and Clockwork Princess was the greatest thing ever in the history of books. Not that far, maybe, but it was real good. Question 3, N64. What was a book that revolutionized the way you look at the world? For this one, I kind of want to say Harry Potter, but at the same time, I'm not sure if this really revolutionized the way I look at the world as much as it just had, like, the greatest impact on me personally as I was growing up. I don't know, I can't really think of any other books that I could give that lofty claim of this revolutionized the way I look at the world. Oh, maybe The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, because that book was like, whoa. Question 4, Gamecube, a popular book that did not go over so well with you. What's wrong with the Gamecube? I liked the Gamecube. Kids these days. For this one, I'm gonna go with Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. So many people are loving this book, and I definitely see why, but personally, I have just read too many other books with similar elements that this one didn't really win me over. It didn't stand out to me. I didn't hate it or anything. There's just a bunch of other books that are similar that I prefer. Question 5, Wii, a new favorite book. For this one, I have chosen Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I just read this book last month and I enjoyed it so very much. From the story to the world to the writing style to the formatting with the photographs, it was just fantastic, and it's a new favorite of mine. Are you happy now, Jessie? Are you happy? Question 6, Nintendo Power, a favorite graphic novel or one you want to read? Now, I have been reading quite a few graphic novels lately, but my favorite one remains Seconds by Brian Lee O'Malley. I just loved the story and the art and the humor. It had me cracking up. If you're looking for a graphic novel recommendation, this is what I recommend. Question 7 is Super Mario, a character that you want to squish like a Goomba. For this one, I'm going with the Jackal from Red Rising because he just needs to go. Also, maybe America's Singer, although I don't necessarily want to like squish her as much as I just want to shake some sense into her. Make a decision, woman! Question 8, Zelda. What is a newer fantasy that you consider a modern classic? For this one, I kind of want to say Game of Thrones, even though I haven't finished this book. I've started it and I'm really liking it, and I've seen the TV show, and I feel like this is the correct answer. Like, modern classic, Game of Thrones. I will also say Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson because it's such a good story, such a cool world, and it just has all the makings of a modern classic. Question 9 is Samus-Aran, a favorite sci-fi novel or one you want to read. For this one, I'm going with The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. This isn't like a hard sci-fi series, but It's such a great series and I love it so much, and the sci-fi elements are fantastic. Also, I just feel like Cinder is a fitting choice for the Samus question, because it's like, badass chicks, she has a robotic suit, she's kind of part robot. It makes sense to me. Question 10 is Pokemon, book editions that you want to collect. I do really want the UK versions of the Mistborn series, like those are just beautiful. But even more than that, what I really want is like every Harry Potter edition ever, because there are so many gorgeous editions of the Harry Potter series, and I gotta catch them all. Pokemon! Question 11 is Donkey Kong, a book with original characters. Here comes the obligatory Daughter of Smoke and Bone mention! Everything about this series is original and beautiful and just awesome. If you have not yet read this series, I don't understand, because I've been recommending it to you for like 3 years now. How long have I been on BookTube? 4 years almost? Jesus Christ, read this book! And finally, question 12, Nintendo fandom. What are your favorite Nintendo games or ones you really want? If I had to choose just one, it would be Zelda Ocarina of Time, because that's the game that made me fall in love with video games. All of the other Zelda games would also make it on my favorites list, along with all of the Pokemon games, like Pokemon. I was so into Pokemon back in the day. Actually, I still kind of am, because I just bought a new one in November. Did I buy a new DS Lite? I think I bought a new DS Lite just for Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon Snap. Who remembers Pokemon Snap? Pokemon Stadium. There were just so many great Pokemon games. Also, Mario, like all of the Mario games. And of course, I can't forget Super Smash Brothers, which I played all the time with my sister and brother. And we got into a lot of fights because of it, but it was also so much fun. But also, we got into a lot of fights. I played as Pikachu, and I just owned. Alright, there you have it! Those are all of the questions, and that is gonna be it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great night, and I will have another video up soon, so I will see you then. Goodbye! I love both of those things, so together it's even better. I don't know what this is. Usually you guys don't see the full extent of my crazy hand motions, but like it's the further away shot, what's up? Question 1, NES. What is a Question 1, NES. What is a I can't say things now. Question 5, Wii, a new favorite book. Wii! Read it, Jesse, read